How about we do a fine dust test using baking soda, using 10 grams of baking soda. Let's put it in the carpet, we'll do 10 full cycles and see what it manages to pick up. Now if you go way back in my NV22 playlists, you will see that for a 10 pass test, this NV22 did very well. Very aggressive brush roll. So I wonder, will that same aggressiveness be reflected in the NV650? And while we're at it, we're also going to measure the cyclonic efficiency, specifically with fine dust. We took a look at it with sand. It did actually very well. Fine dust is probably a different story. So let's weigh the empty bin. I've just blown this out. There, right. So we are at 1077.5 for an empty weight. So let's go ahead and get started with the 10 grams of baking soda pickup. I think the nozzle head's probably about that size. Be able to get all that. Not missing anything. And away it goes. Never knew it was there. Let's see how much carpet fluff this thing's going to pick up. Okay, I'm using it, its maximum capabilities, which is carpet low pile. It's the middle switch position. Time to get the board of measurement. So first thing I'm going to do is take a look at what the total bin picked up. And I think I might adjust the camera a bit so you can see that just a little bit differently. All right, see how we did. There's some in there. Doesn't look like a whole lot, and I'm not too sure how clean it is just yet. All right, let me make sure you can see that. Oh yeah, good. I can see that pretty easily. So, just for a total raw bin pickup, we are at 1,000 86.4. All right, I'll do that. I'll buy that. 86.4, and then let's subtract 1077.5. And yes, it has a great fine dust pickup on top of the carpet. So that's 8.9 out of 10 grams. I can just, move this a little bit. So we're looking at 89% pickup. And that's really good. But wait a minute. Is that really what the pickup is? Because this is raw bin pickup. So now I've got to go and try to separate any other extraneous material from it. But the initial raw pickup is 8.9 grams. So it would seem to be 89%, but 89% of what? That's why I separate this stuff out and clean it. So let's see what we got. Okay, right away, I can begin to easily see that there's definitely carpet fibers in there, to be sure. Now, I clean this carpet with a wide variety of machines before I do this test. And I even clean the carpet with this machine. And every time I clean the carpet with this machine, it picks up stuff like this. So, yeah, this isn't baking soda. So this is carpet fluff right here. So I've got to do my best to try to separate this. It's not going to be perfect, but we need to do it anyway. And then we'll get a more accurate picture of what this really picked up. I'm sure it still picked up plenty, but gotta separate this stuff out as much as possible. Let's see here. There's more in there. There's a little pile I got. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape. That's looking pretty powdery. Let's weigh this stuff one piece at a time. I'm going to turn this over here. And let me make sure that you can see everything, because this is where it gets interesting, I think. All right, I think you can still see everything okay. All right, looks good to me. Sometimes I have the focus change on me, and that's not real good. So let's go ahead and measure the extraneous carpet fluff as best as we can. It's not going to weigh a whole lot. So I think that's pretty much it. By weight, it's not much. By volume, it's a lot, but by weight, it's not much. So we're looking at about 1/10 of a gram. So that's not that much. If I were to do just a raw weighing of what's on the paper, I wouldn't be off by a whole lot. So we'll say around 1/10 of a gram or so. Here, let's see if I can return a little bit of that from whence it came. And then let's see what we got. So this is out of 10 grams still. what do we have for cyclonic separation efficiency and total pickup? Tiny bit. Excitement mounts. What will this shark do? I think in 10 passes, the cleaned sample weight from the NV22 was 75% in the first 10 passes. What will this one be? You know, it's very, very similar. Okay, so what we're really looking at is for a true pickup and separation, okay, separation from the bin, is we're looking at about 60, almost 69%. So 6.88 out of 10 grams, and that's separated from the cyclones. But you remember what was in here was like closer to 90. So there's other stuff that's still in here. So in the video, I will go ahead and put the official numbers in there for cyclonic efficiency with fine dust, and then also total raw pickup, and then extracted pickup. So there we go. Either way, this is still a fairly aggressive brush roll, and it is still in the same general pickup class as the older NV22. So these are fairly close. So thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more stuff.